Welcome back to the channel to explore the mysterious ocean world, a place that brings you untold stories, harsh and emotional journeys on the vast ocean. Today, we will follow the brave Japanese fishermen, venturing into the wild sea, where giant moray eels, a terrifying creature that lives hidden in deep caves, are waiting for them. Not only is it a dramatic hunt, but it is also a journey to turn giant ocean creatures into delicious specialties of the land of cherry blossoms. Let's start this journey right from dawn, when the sun had not yet risen above the horizon. The Japanese fishing boats silently cut through the waves to go out to sea. On the deck are strong men, accustomed to the wind and rain of life in the middle of the ocean. Each person has their own task, from the helmsman to the person preparing the fishing line, bait, and special hooks to confront the moray eel, a sea monster that lives deep in the crevices along the seabed. Moray eels are not easy to catch. They are strong, aggressive, and extremely intelligent when hiding among the maze-like crevices of the ocean floor. The boat anchored in a deep sea area near the steep cliffs, where the terrain is rugged and dangerous but is an ideal environment for moray eels to live. When the clock struck 5 a.m., the first hooks were dropped into the sea, each with a small fresh fish bait. The characteristic fishy smell has a strong attraction to the ferocious eel. The fishing lines, dozens of meters long, gradually sank, weaving through the crevices of the rocks where the eels often hide. Each pull of the line was a battle. Some were hooked and struggled violently, making the line as taut as a bowstring. Some of them refused to leave their burrows, clinging tightly to the cliffs, forcing the fishermen to coordinate their strength and technique to pull them out of their nests. Every time a giant moray eel was pulled onto the deck, the whole ship burst into cheers. The eels were more than 2 meters long, weighed up to 40 to 50 kilograms, had smooth bodies, and mouths full of sharp teeth, and struggled violently. The fishermen had to use their bare hands or iron rods to control them, then immediately put them in a separate storage area on the ship. Not stopping there, when the sky was getting light, a group of divers were also mobilized to the bottom of the sea. They brought high-powered flashlights, diving nets, and even hard steel bars. This was a team that specialized in diving deep into the underground caves, where the largest moray eels live. The scene below the water surface is majestic and mysterious. The weak light shines through the dark blue water, revealing every crack and crevice of the rocks covered with green moss, where eels as big as pythons lie in wait. When an eel is discovered, the divers must be extremely skillful and quickly put a net around the cave mouth. Then use a steel bar to agitate it to pull it out. Some react violently, rushing out to bite back, almost breaking the diving mask. But with extensive experience, each eel is caught and brought safely onto the boat. After a few hours of fishing, the whole boat is full of giant moray eels. In the bright morning sunlight, each eel is washed with seawater, neatly arranged on the deck. At this moment, a group of professional chefs are ready with sharp scalpels and clean processing tables. Right in the middle of the ocean, they begin the direct preparation of each eel, a skill that requires high precision and extensive experience. Cutting moray eels is not easy. Their thick and slimy skin needs to be scraped clean first. Then each piece of meat is carefully separated to avoid breaking the internal organs. which can cause bitterness. After being cleaned, the moray eel meat is ivory white, firm and nutritious. Some pieces of meat are processed by the chef on the spot into salt-grilled dishes, a long-standing specialty in Japan. Under the charcoal fire, the eel meat is golden brown, giving off a fragrant aroma that makes everyone crave it. Some other parts of meat are marinated and put on a steamer tray. Creating a traditional steamed eel dish with ginger, soft, sweet and full of the taste of the sea. In particular, the eel bones are used to make broth, creating a special sweet flavor for famous udon and soba noodles. After lunch, while the chefs continue to process and package, the boat begins its journey back to the mainland. The coolers filled with fresh moray eels are carefully preserved with ice. Some of the premium cuts are vacuum-packed and ready for distribution to upscale restaurants in Tokyo and Osaka. It's a delicacy that commands exorbitant prices, sometimes hundreds of dollars per serving at high-end sushi restaurants. But its true value lies not just in its rarity, but in the effort, sweat, and danger that fishermen go through to get each eel. When the ship docked, the scene was bustling. Refrigerated trucks were lined up, and crates of eels were loaded at breakneck speed. Meanwhile, a number of local chefs and special guests were also present to select the best eels right at the fishing port. Many restaurants had pre-ordered moray eels. Not only are they a valuable ingredient, but they are also a symbol of lavish meals and refined Japanese cuisine. Under the setting sun, the last fishermen dried the deck, checked their nets, hooks and equipment before preparing for the next trip. They smiled despite their tired faces, because each day, they not only faced the fierce ocean, but also lived fully in their passion for their profession, for the sea, and with the pride of bringing the most precious products from the ocean to their country. The journey to hunt 100 giant moray eels is not just a normal fishing trip, but also a story about the resilience, bravery and indomitable working spirit of the people of the land of the rising sun. If you love adventurous trips, authentic footage of life in the ocean and delicious dishes with a strong Japanese identity, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue accompanying us on the next trips. Thank you very much for watching today's video. See you again in other emotional journeys, where people and the ocean are always connected by a strong bond of courage and passion.